temperatures, Jim.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jamie, and if you're new, I like to call myself Razalaz J. I like to call my I always say after I introduce myself. Thank you so much for watching with me today. On my Instagram, I asked a lot of my friends what you wanted to see as my next tutorial. I did it against the Through My Eyes palette by ILUVSARAHI and ColourPop and the BH Cosmetics Opalescent palette. And this one has won by a landslide, by like 89%. This palette is beautiful. I don't know if you guys are familiar with ILUVSARAHI, but she is a really great artist slash influencer, blogger, whatever they're called nowadays, but she is on YouTube, so go and check her out. I will link her down below. I really love this palette. It comes with a huge mirror, but the actual palette itself is just so beautiful. I did do some like quick swatches on my Instagram. This and Moody together would be amazing. A perfect green smoky eye right there. FLECKS I think is what I want to use today. I did play around with this palette already. I'm in love with it as always. I love ColourPop eyeshadows so much. I did have this palette on my eyes in my ColourPop first impressions video, so I will link that down below if you just want to check out how my eyes were. The main color I really want to focus on is this FLECKS right here, so let's get started. I have not primed my lids, so let's do that. As you guys know, I love priming my lids with the Born This Way concealer, but today I kind of want to try a different concealer. I bought a new concealer by BH Cosmetics, and their concealer was a little bit like tacky, a little sticky, so I wanted to try that on my lid and see how it works out. So I'm going to apply a little bit of this concealer on my lid. Whoa, that was a lot. So nothing new here, just blending out the concealer on both sides with my Violet Beauty Blender. Thanks to Influencer, this was given to me complimentary. I'm just using this shadow to pat down the concealer and kind of set it. And then the next color I'm going into will be our transition color. I'm using a BH Cosmetics blending brush. I really like this brush a lot. I'll talk about it in my next video, but I'll also link it down below. I'm not really being precise with this color, just putting it all over into my crease. This next color I'm using, I want to be a little bit more precise. I'm using kind of a slanted blending brush. It has a little bit of a tip, so I like to use that tip and focus on the inner corner and my outer corner. I'm trying to create a halo look. So you'll see I'm doing a lot of patting motions, then kind of swiping side to side. I want to make sure everything is blended. I don't want to see any harsh lines, especially when it comes to a halo look. We want everything to kind of look seamless. So with this next color, we want to be even more precise, and we're using a pencil brush. We're focusing on the inner and outer corners, like I said, to create that halo look. I'm doing the same motions, patting and then kind of swiping. I want to mix the purple and the pink together to really look cohesive. So just doing the same thing on the other eye. And then I take a clean blending brush, the first blending brush we really used, and kind of smoothed all the edges. And now I'm taking my concealer and a painter brush from Alamar Cosmetics to really cut the crease and create that halo effect. You'll see later on I go back with one of my favorite e.l.f. brushes to just kind of make sure everything looks nice and blended. Now I'm taking the color FLECKS. I really love this color. It reminds me a lot of Pink Champagne from Anastasia Beverly Hills. When I was applying it with the brush, I felt like it wasn't giving as much payoff as it did with my finger. So I decided to use my finger, and it just looks so much better afterwards. And then I go back in with that same e.l.f. brush just to make sure everything is nice and blended.
Temperatures, Jim.
So now I'm applying my ColourPop liner. If you guys can read that little blurb, my camera died, so I had to put on some lashes off camera. Then for my inner corner, in order to get a really nice neon type inner corner, I mixed together two eyeshadows in the palette, the color Lucid and the color Lomo. Now I'm taking Lucid on its own just to highlight under my brow bone, and then I go back to the palette to focus underneath in my waterline, and I use the color Misbehave, and then later on I mix a little bit more of that Divina, that purple, on the outer corner as well. I thought a nice touch of purple eyeliner would really bring this look all together. So I apply this eyeliner in my waterline, and then I go back in with that deep purple in the outer corner. Because I felt like my face looked a little oily, I just used a damp beauty blender to just make sure everything was nice and blended. And then I go in with one of my favorite matte powders from Makeup Forever just to make sure I don't look oily or shiny. Hey everyone, this completes the look, this completes the tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed watching me do this tutorial. When I was finished midway, I looked at my eye look that I came up with and I was like, oh my gosh, this looks so similar to a look I've done in the past. So to kind of spruce it up a bit, I added some pink in my inner corner to kind of create a more neon type vibe. So I'm so sorry if this looks like so similar, you know, you don't like it like this tutorial, but you know what, I recorded the whole thing and I want to stick with this tutorial. I think it came out really well. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, you're a real one. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.